I'm sure we all saw this play last night. Heartbreaking for Kerkering. Probably an unpopular opinion. I don't think it's his fault. All he says, oh, you had all the time in the world. Got to make that play to first. Look, watch. Which you probably already have several times. Make sure I'm not in the way. Here he comes. Home. Here's my question. What's Realmuto doing? Your guy's freaking life is on the line and you're just casually walking up and pointing to first base? First of all, to everyone saying he pointed to first base, Kirkering's not looking at him. He's trying to field the ball and make a good play. If you notice, let's go back. Right there. Right after this, you're going to see him. He takes a quick peek to third. Also, look where his feet are, which is understandable. It's not like it was bad footwork. He's coming to the ball because it bounced off him to his right? Here we go. That little peek. Realmuto just walks up casually like it's game 58, some unimportant game in the season, treating it like that and just casually pointed first. He's not looking at Realmuto. He can't hear Realmuto. The stadium is insane. He had all the time in the world to make that play at home. If Realmuto was there ready, like he should have been, right foot on the plate, stepping forward, which is the much easier play to make there, okay? Because everyone's saying he had all the time in the world. He really doesn't, okay? Pages is already halfway down the line. Pages is not slow by any means. And Kirkering can't just turn here and throw. He's got to grab the ball, rotate his feet, turn and throw. How many times, especially in that environment situation, not even in that environment and situation, just in regular situations, do we see a pitcher airmail a throw to first there? He's got what? A 20-foot throw, 30-foot throw to home there? Also, the other thing is as soon as he looks up to throw and he sees that Realmuto isn't ready, that's what affects his throw. Any person who's ever played baseball understands when all of a sudden you're not confident in your throw and you're second guess, he lets go of it early, obviously. If Realmuto's there and ready, one, I think it is a better throw, but also, look at this. Look at this. So I stopped it right on the spot. So look there. First of all, I don't think that the throw is that far arm side, but if you watch the video again, you'll notice he does, as soon as he looks up and starts throwing and seeing Realmuto isn't ready, obviously he doesn't have the same confidence in that throw, right? But the throw wasn't as crazy as it looks. Right there, it's not even outside of the batter's box. Also, if you can see, the angle of the camera is on the right side of the plate, which makes that ball look like it's even farther to the left than it really is. If Realmuto, let's see, if you're on TikTok or Instagram, you're looking right here. If Realmuto's here and ready, or if you're on YouTube, right here, look at that. Look where his right foot is. Look where his glove is. If we just shift his right foot over to the plate, where does his glove go? Perfectly to the ball. Perfectly to the ball. Also, like I said, and I'll say it again, I don't think Kirkering's throw is that far arm side. If Realmuto's there and ready, you just saw the pitcher boots it forward. Why wouldn't he come home? Especially when he takes a quick peek, sees that he still has time, gets up, throws. He didn't rush the throw either. Look, he really doesn't. His feet are set. They're in a good position to make the throw home. Here he goes. I don't think it was a terrible decision. I mean, baseball-wise, would you say that the throw to first is the correct one? Sure, but he doesn't just grab the ball, he doesn't just grab the ball, pivot, and throw. He's got to reset his feet in that situation. If the ball was a little bit more to his left, our right, his left, then obviously, but it isn't. The ball boots off of him forward and to his right, which is taking his momentum and everything away from first base. He had a quick, easy throw to home. And Realmuto's standing there like it's game 58 of the season, like his life isn't on the line, with his right foot on the plate, ready to receive it like a first baseman, like we're all freaking taught in Little League. Was it a perfect throw? No. Was it a terrible throw? No, it really wasn't. It really wasn't a terrible throw. There it is. I'm really not seeing a ton of hate towards Kerkering. I'm sure the Phillies fans are, which the Phillies fan base and the Yankees fan base might be the worst fan bases in the world. How do you boo your own team when you're in the fourth inning and your team's down by 4? How are you not trying to pump them up and get them going? I can't stand Phillies fans for that, and even Yankees fans, but Phillies are even worse. I'm sure they're giving him a hard time, but I do see a lot of that just feel, and you do. How can you not just feel terrible for him? But I think that there needs to be a lot more said about Realmuto. How? I can't stand. I'm going to show it one more time. And I really like Realmuto. He's an amazing catcher. I mean, probably one of the best in history when you take both what he can do on both sides of the ball. But this was a huge mistake in my eyes on Realmuto, coming up so casually, pointing slightly to first and probably yelling, but no one's going to hear him. The atmosphere there at that moment is insane. You got to be ready. And in fact, if we look over at Turner, I think he even goes to second naturally. It's just what you do naturally. Yeah, see Turner? He's going to second to go and obviously Kirkering's not going to turn and throw to second, but your life is on the freaking line. Be ready to get an out. You got to say Realmuto screwed up big time there. He's coming home. It's not a tag. It's a force. I don't know. You do you. At the end of the day, I feel bad for Kirkering, but I just don't think that. I really don't. I don't think he's the person that needs to be critiqued here on that one. I'm curious what you think, though. I'm sure a lot of people are going to say it's him, but that play, trying to make that throw after you boot it to first, I don't think it's as close as people or as easy as people are trying to make it seem. The easy play is to go home there. Sorry, Phillies. I think that the Phillies players deserve to win a World Series, but the Phillies fan base doesn't deserve it because they are awful. Peace.